Welcome back to another episode of Hello, Ladies, where feminism meets pro wrestling. We are your hostesses with the mostesses. I'm Sabrina,
And I'm MJ.
and we're going to talk what everyone's talking about today. Well, the internet. Anyway.
Gorilla Monsoon.
Soon.
And what commentator we think could take him down.
Yes, yes. And then we're going to transition into the releases. Don't worry, there'll be all the tea, but
Yes.
um, so I think we're going to compile a list, right, of what commentators we think can like take him out. Should we just bounce back and forth?
Can we just talk for a second about how weird this is that the IWC is talking about Gorilla Monsoon in 2025?
Yeah, I don't know why everyone like I don't think anything bad came out about him that people are like, we got to take this man down. He's
Yeah.
he's not around anymore, but he we have to put him in his place.
Maybe there's something that our simple lady brain loving, wrestling loving minds can't comprehend right now.
Perhaps, perhaps. Maybe we missed something really devastating in that Vince documentary.
Oh God.
I think Taz could really put some damage on Gorilla Monsoon, like
Yeah.
right down.
I completely agree. I actually had kind of a wild card on mine. I had Daddy Magic just with the nipple rubbing. I don't know. I feel like that could be handy in this situation. I don't know
Yeah.
Gorilla Monsoon personally, but I
You
feel like that
know,
could.
he seems like a man that would love his nipples rubbed.
Wait, oh my God, Sabrina. I realized I misread it. It's supposed to be five people who could take down a gorilla, five wrestlers.
That's very different.
Yeah. You
That's
know, it makes a little more sense though. I was wondering why the IWC was talking about Gorilla Monsoon.
yeah. Yeah. Because I there are harder commentators to take down, quite frankly.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it and defend Gorilla Monsoon, but you're completely right.
And his descendants. Don't worry, I'm sure I did that with talking about him getting his nipples rubbed.
We love you, Daddy Magic.
There's more than one way to take down a gorilla.
Like the Bruno Mars song, like banging on the chest, bang, bang, gorilla.
I don't think I'm familiar with that little ditty, but I mean that's really the anthem of
Hold on. You
yeah.
need to look up the music video after this call.
Okay. Is Gorilla Monsoon in it at all?
Maybe.
He's just like in the background, like a Stan Lee cameo.
It's just like a standee, like a cardboard cut out of him, just back there.
Yep. It's an Easter egg.
Totally. Oh man. Okay. If we're sincerely talking about, oh, by the way, if you want to hear us talk about
Uh-oh.
what's going on in wrestling, feel free to follow us. Leave a comment down below with what gorilla what gorillas what wrestlers you think could take down a gorilla or Gorilla Monsoon.
hmm Or if there's a gorilla that you specifically think could take down wrestlers or Gorilla Monsoon, you let us know. Harambe is not included. That's an obvious one.
You and I have the flame brain. We're so connected. I was just about to tell you. I don't know if I sent this to you, but have you seen the meme where it's like somebody actually takes down the gorilla and then they open up the wallet and it says Harambe Jr.?
Oh, too soon. Too
I
soon.
know. I think that when we killed that gorilla, I think it opened up a dark portal that we are now living in.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God. All right, lady. You want me to go first for the gorilla? Who one person I think could take would be part of my squad.
Yep.
All right. First person I would choose, I'm gonna say Haku. I'm just going OG Haku. I just feel like if there's one person, I've heard so many bar fight stories where people were like, didn't even need 10 people to take out the whole bar. We just sent Haku in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a solid choice.
Mm-hmm.
My first one would be Rhea Ripley for a
Totally.
couple of reasons. She's Australian and they're wiry. They're wiry folk. And I mean, she's already had to like she grew up with like the animals of Australia, which a gorilla is not, but if you
Hmm.
can hang with them, I feel like you can go after a crocodile or not a crocodile, a gorilla. And the story that Buddy Matthews told about trying to choke her out and then her like reversing it on him and just waiting until he was gassed. I think she could fuck up a gorilla. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with that. I almost put Rhea, but I was like, I feel like I know Sabrina will choose Rhea. I am gonna go with the tsunami himself, Bronson Reed. I just feel,
That's a good one.
and I'm speaking in a terms perfect health, peak Bronson Reed energy. So that's what I'm going with for number two in my squad.
That's yeah, good good choice, good choice. Um wow. So full transparency, I was just like, I'll figure this out as we go, MJ. Ha, 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 ha. Drew McIntyre. I'm gonna go with
Oh yeah.
I am going with like, Scottish psychopath, like, I also,
Mhm.
you know, I honestly feel like Drew more so would bring his cat dad energy and be like, work that in with the gorilla. He doesn't have to meanly take down the gorilla. Maybe it's a snuggle.
I
My
like
my thing is that Drew McIntyre is going to snuggle that gorilla into submission.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like that. Or maybe like the chest hair will throw off the gorilla and he'll just be like, I can't take out this man. That's one of my own.
Exactly. Exactly.
That might be my child in a different era, you know? Nobody has said like there's some fucking crazy ass deathmatch wrestlers, and now that we're actually talking, I can't think of one other than like um oh my God, like MDK. Oh my God, now I'm blanking out. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, if anybody who watches GCW is gonna be like, oh my God, yes. I can't even, I'm totally blanking. It's been a day. But anyway, he like has been in more death matches than anybody, I believe, on the GCW roster. He used to like run a prison block basically back in the day. So his whole thing is like gang affiliated for life. So
Oh,
I truly think that yeah, he gets some shit going with that.
yeah.
Like somebody who would like literally fight until the gorilla was probably dead. Other than the fact that he seems like the sweetest, like a scary like exterior, but a sweetheart at the core. So I don't know if he could actually kill a gorilla, but in this, for the purposes of this conversation,
All right. Um, I th think I will.
Nick
I don't.
Gage.
Hmm?
Nick Gage is the wrestler's
Oh,
name.
yes. Okay. Yeah. I think so. I don't like this person, but Brock Lesnar.
Ah, that's such a good one though.
Yeah. I mean, I
It is.
think he would go for the kill with the gorilla. I mean, if the gorilla takes him out, so be it. But
I feel like that's the perfect pick because the first and only time I've ever watched UFC was a Brock Lesnar fight, and I saw him get so animalistic and fucking scary when he was in that. And like when you can tell somebody's basically like blacked out, and it's like the id is like running the show in their mind, and they're just like so fucking like locked in on just like destroying the target. I was like, this is terrifying. This is not my kind of entertainment. Yeah, but Brock Lesnar gets fucking scary, so
yeah. Yeah, he's a scary man.
yeah, I think that's a great pick. Similar note, I'm gonna go Bobby Lashley, I think.
Yeah, he was gonna be one of mine. He's
Dang
yeah.
it. I could change it if you want.
No, 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 no. You can keep Bobby Lashley.
I'll keep him. Oh my God. Have you heard what fucking the Hulk Hogan thing yet that's going around today? Have you been on the internet at all?
Which Hulk Hogan thing?
Fair. Shelton Benjamin, Hulk Hogan?
I just assume that Shelton has picked up where the Iron Sheik left off.
Kind of. Oh my God. I don't know what podcast it was on, but Hulk Hogan was praising Shelton Benjamin and Shelton was basically just like, no,
I
just
think.
no, nothing. I just fucking liked it earlier. I can find it. But yeah, and because MVP commented on the post and was just like, and then Shelton Benjamin commented on it too. It was great.
I saw MVP's comment. I think you might have sent it to me.
Oh yeah, that tracks. Oh my God. But anyway, I will find it for you.
Okay.
But but if you want to, oh, here it is. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, pathological lying piece of human excrement is what MVP said in that meme I sent to you. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That Hulk Hogan is a big fan of Benjamin Shelton. I didn't even notice he said his fucking name wrong. That's crazy.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shelton Benjamin did the Will Smith, like the keep my fucking name out of your mouth. He did message to Hulk Hogan. He at mentioned him too. You lost me forever with your don't get caught, or as you would call it, apology speech. So rather than screw up my name and pretend we ever had any sort of camaraderie, which we never had, please do me a favor and keep my name out your fucking mouth.
I love Shelton.
He is one of those people that people don't think that he will fucking like say something because he's just kind and chill. But no, he's gonna fucking roll over. He's gonna not gonna let you roll over on him. He's gonna fucking say some shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love him. And he's a Cancer. I love Cancer, man.
Sure. Those are people with birthdays that aren't in October.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Anyway, man, just when you couldn't love Shelton Benjamin more.
True.
Anyway, I'm glad that that happened. I'm glad that happened today. I'm glad that I saw that so we could talk about it because
Yeah.
what the fuck? I'm so glad that we also AEW. I feel like this can happen, whereas WWE it wouldn't. I feel like Shelton Benjamin would be in trouble for doing a tweet like that when he shouldn't.
I mean, Seth Rollins has said some things about Hulk Hogan and clearly is not in trouble, but nothing quite that direct.
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
mean,
enough to
direct,
where
but
yeah.
um all right. So my next one
Hmm.
in the vein of Hulk Hogan, and it's because like most likely the gorilla will snap through a few people before they are stopped. And the first person in general that I think should be sent at the gorilla is Logan Paul, because the gorilla will snap him and tire himself out a little bit. He's the sacrifice, the end.
I knew that was going to be on there, and I respect you for that. Shout out to Malcolm Muscle because we saw that he put Sheamus his sacrificial lamb, and Sabrina was so quick and instantly was just like, should be Logan Paul.
Mhm.
It should have been Logan Paul.
1,000%. Like Shane McMahon, no. Logan Paul, yes. And like Logan Paul can like have some cardio. He might wear out the gorilla before the gorilla like nabs him. I think what Logan Paul would probably do is think he can do like some crazy like high flying move on the gorilla, and the gorilla would just be like, "No, now I squeeze you to death."
Yeah, I hear that.
And then there'd be one less asshole in the world
I know. With a podcast, note nonetheless.
and a reality show.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I went full like this is the death squad. So
Suicide Squad.
yeah, there you go. I went Jacob Fatu for the next one.
Yep.
Jacob Fatu is also has been in prison, is a fucking badass, and like when you let him just be unleashed, he can fucking go off. So that's my number five
Fair. Fair.
in the gorilla murder draft.
In the gorilla. Um, the my last one is going to be sort of like a weird one, but it's because I don't think the gorilla would be able to keep up with him, and it's Ray Phoenix.
Okay.
Like just boom, 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 boom. The gorilla has to catch him in order to kill him.
Yeah.
I think Ray could outdo him.
Oh my God. I wonder how Ricochet would do against a gorilla.
I don't know.
I wonder if he would just get really arrogant and just think that he's good.
Yeah, maybe like I think he might fall into the Logan Paul issue of like flying at the gorilla,
Yeah.
whereas Ray Phoenix I think would fly around the gorilla,
Oh my God.
like
So funny.
someone playing with a cat with a little dancer toy.
Yeah. Oh my God. So it's been a crazy week. A lot of talk of Gorilla and a lot of releases that have been
Yes.
happening.
Hmm.
How are you feeling about the releases? Were there any that like stood out to you that surprised the hell out of you? Or what was that face for?
I had so many people reach out to me to see if I was okay after this round of releases because of Shayna Baszler.
Oh my God, duh. You know what? I'm actually like still in shock that Shayna was released, so I keep forgetting she was even part of that batch.
Yeah. It's crazy to me. Like they with the last two sets of releases, they gutted the women's tag division.
I know.
Like they destroyed so many tag teams, if not like Kaden Carter and hmm, I can't remember her name, but like that's a tag team they let go. Like
Not a chance.
yes, yeah.
Mhm.
And like every time they're just like it's either one person from a tag team or all of them. Damage Control is probably now ending because Dakota Kai has been released. Mia Yim is now the last member standing in WWE of the BREs. Best roommates ever.
Yeah. I know that photo too from like the original class that Dakota was part of. I believe Taya Valkyrie was in that one. It was like the list of all of these people, and like now they're all grayed out. And
Hmm.
there's literally just like Raquel Rodriguez, fuck, two other women left. But it was like it's just insane. You see, it's just like it's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I get like we're especially after WrestleMania, we know that they're going to do releases. But it's bizarre to me that people who are on screen, like every time that they like people who are on screen that they've been using are
Hmm.
like what the fuck? And I just saw like Shotzi. It's not that she's released, it's that her contract expired, but
Correct.
they're not renewing it or like whatever. They didn't come to an agreement.
I'm just like so confused by so much, like similar to what you're saying. Like we just had like Dakota Kai involved in like the actual tournament to try to figure out who was going to be was it the IC women's, right? She was in that bracket, or was she? Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems weird. Cora Jade the week before was just on TNA.
Hmm.
Like unless they were trying to do that as like a feeling it out, like see how TNA thinks about it, because all these weird, business transaction things, that who knows what happens. So maybe they're just kind of like, maybe she'll be a good fit here. We'll see what you think. Da, 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 da. I don't know. But like she is actually somebody that I mean, obviously the women's division NXT is fucking stacked.
Yeah.
I'm so sad about Jakara. I think she's wonderful and wonderful, talented, gorgeous. I think she has it all. So
Yeah.
that's crazy. Speaking of gutting a tag team,
Yeah. I will say, like, part of me wasn't so surprised about Dakota Kai just because she gets injured so frequently.
she does.
Um, that when I saw that, I was like, I can see why. Like, there's been a couple of people over the past like couple of cuts where I'm like, it's because they're always injured.
Yeah.
And looking back now at Carmella when she was released, I guarantee because she just announced she's pregnant with her and Corey's second child.
Yeah.
Guarantee it's because she let them know that she was pregnant again. And they were probably like, yep, nope.
You think?
Yeah, based on when she was released, she probably had to tell them like, I'm pregnant. I'm not announcing it yet because she announced it when she was in her second trimester.
Mm,
So within the past 3 months, at least she would have known she was pregnant. And probably this is my guess, especially for her to be like, oh, I think they released me because I got pregnant. Everyone thought it was with the first one. It's like, well, that doesn't really make sense because they've brought back other people, but
got it.
she's
Got
going to
it.
be off for at least another year and a half to 2 years.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
I love Carmel. I'm so sad.
yeah. Not that I think that it's right what they did, like
Oh, no, no, no,
at
no.
all, but I think that's why. I think
You're like the last person that would ever. advocate for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. But it makes more sense
Yeah.
now because like pregnancy is no longer a reason why they
Yeah,
typically, but
absolutely.
yeah.
Man, this just made me think of something that we haven't even talked about. But have you seen that Vix Crow, aka Alicia Fox, is going to be going against Masha Slamovich? That's
Yep.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I got real like I'm glad that she really has got herself well because she was not well for a long time.
Yeah,
And I'm glad that, she's doing much better.
I know. I have such a soft spot for her.
Same. Same.
Yeah.
Um, Another one that I thought was interesting that was released was Braun Strowman. I'm not upset about like it's sad when people lose their jobs, yes. But
Yeah.
like Braun Strowman hasn't I have like when he was doing that stuff when he became champ like with Alexa Bliss and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um that stuff but I don't know. I haven't been interested since like his feud with Bray.
I know. And then politics always throw me off too, because it's like,
Hmm.
although I love how he cares for Bray Wyatt's children so much, like how he is so good to them after Bray is no longer with us, it's that part is so endearing, but the politics are just, ugh, you know?
Yep. 1000%.
Yeah.
Um I know a lot of people were surprised about Gigi Dolan, but she's another one I think who gets injured a lot or has been
Hmm.
off a lot injured,
Yeah.
even though like I really like her, so I'm sad that she.
It's so wild to me because like what a year and a half ago, she was like everybody was like cooing all over her, like they're doing all the memes with about her cake and about you know what I mean. Everybody
Oh,
was just being creepy about like Gigi Dolan, and it's funny how just quick we all just switch and just like yeah, it's just like there's always somebody new. Like there's always a new it girl. There's always somebody that we're like oohing and awing over. You know, it's just
hmm.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, especially Stephanie Valcure showed up and it's just like, cake who?
I know. I hate it. It makes me so mad. I love, first of all, love her. Don't hate
Mm.
her.
Yeah.
But I honestly have a really hard time watching NXT right now because Booker T's commentary fucking grosses me out about her. And even Cole, that match, that impromptu match that with Io and Stephanie, when you told me that, by the way, you're like, oh, you're gonna love Raw tonight. I got so mad at Cole's commentary during that match because you're like, I don't want to give anything away. There's a lot of women featured, but I felt that I was so angry after